Vlog in China, day number 1. So this is already my 3rd attempt and I'm just gonna use this now. I don't care anymore. I'm just a bit weird in front of the camera and you'll have to get used to that. Just like me. So anyway, yesterday when I arrived, it was at like 4 p.m. I guess, and then a friend picked me up with her husband and drove me here to my apartment, and then I got settled in. They helped me to get a SIM card. I was walking around a bit, got some boba, and yeah, just got settled in. And now today I actually got some plans. So first I'm gonna go to Family Mart, get myself some stuff like cereals and hopefully coconut milk or something like that. Just something I can eat my cereals with, honestly. And yeah, then I'm gonna go and get my hair done because I actually hope to be able to get extensions. We'll see how that works because we all know Asian hair is a lot thicker than Europeans' hair, so yeah, I'm not 100% certain that that's gonna work out the way I want it to. But we'll see. And yeah, afterwards I'm gonna go to a bank and exchange some cash because euros useless here. And then tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna meet up with a friend and just walk around, have lunch, and then afterwards I'm hopefully gonna be able to get my lashes done. I don't know yet, we'll see. And Tuesday I'm gonna have some Chinese classes and also meet up with someone afterwards. Yeah, that's the plan for the next few days. I'm excited. I might not have looked like it, but I'm actually really excited. Oh, and for my makeup, I tried to cover up a pimple here, so don't be confused. I don't have a beauty mark there, I just did it to cover up a pimple. My appointment was at 10 a.m, but I already arrived at 9 a.m. because I was confused by the app that you use to get around in Shanghai. So I ordered the cab way too early. But anyway, I arrived, I got my hair done, and I was so happy with the result. So the next time I'm going to Shanghai, I'm gonna go there again and get extensions again. A skip to the next day out of nowhere. Vlog day number 2. I just got home from a date with a friend. We went into a shopping mall, looked around a bit, got some bubble tea, talked a lot, and then we went to have lunch, which was amazing. I didn't have baozi in such a long time and it's one of my favorites for sure. Now I'm back home because she has to go to the doctors and I will have to call my bank in like 2 to 3 hours, but I think they're still closed because it's 1 p.m. here, so 6 hours time difference. Yeah, anyway, I'll call them, and after I've done that I'll go to a local bank here and ask them to exchange my euros into yuan so that I also have some cash on me. Can't ever be a mistake, I guess. Because as a foreigner it's actually pretty hard to be able to access the paying methods that they use. For example, WeChat Pay, not possible at all for us. Like, they only accept Chinese bank cards for that. Alipay is possible, but you need a credit card for that. And yeah, if that doesn't work, you're basically screwed, because with your regular credit card you also rarely can pay, like just with the card. Yeah, so definitely Alipay if you come to China, and also don't forget to bring some cash if Alipay doesn't work. Tip number 1. No 4th floor, just like you'd expect from China. I got the best breakfast ever from a small store just right across the street, and then after I just went to language school right away. Day 3 in China. I'm currently at my language school and I came late. What a surprise. I even took a taxi, but I had the wrong address and I just realized when I already got out of the taxi, so I had to walk 10 minutes and was late. Anyway, the class is very fun so far. I've already had the first hour of 2. It's currently 2 p.m. Yeah. I guess I'll stay here for a bit longer. This room looks like. This is my Chinese name, and that's my teacher's name. Chen Lao She. This is the amazing view. I love Shanghai so much. Look at this huge building. Look at those. Little tips on how to remember some words. After class, my brain was just done with everything, and I found my way to a restaurant and meet a friend to have dinner with. The next day was pretty chill. I just went to Chinese class, stayed at home, chilled a bit, got used to the time zone because I still had a teeny tiny bit of a jet lag. And I started playing the Chinese phone app version for League of Legends. It was raining pretty heavily, but I still decided to go on a walk through the city to enjoy it and just feel the vibe. I walked for like 30 minutes. As you might remember, on my second day, the day after I got my extensions, I was outside with a friend and we went into a small Chinese restaurant, and it was just right across where I lived, so I just went there again and got some food. The day before, after school, I had a phone call and was standing next to a trash bin. And I just realized that after I was bit by multiple flies and it started itching really bad. And the day after, it hurt, it was itchy, it was hot. I don't know, it was crazy. I got up pretty late and then I had to go to class right away. So yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do today because the weather isn't that great, so yeah. I also ordered a umbrella. You actually can order umbrellas literally through the same app as I ordered my food, which is crazy. And it was there in like 15 minutes or something, really fast. So yeah, I didn't have to try and find a store that sells them, which is very convenient. Actually, in China, everything is pretty convenient about ordering stuff. Also, if you order things on Taobao, that's what I heard. I didn't try it yet. But you can just order stuff, try it on, and if you don't like it, you can just press a button and say return, and they'll pick it up from your home. Like, you don't even have to go to the post office yourself. Yeah. So, yeah, Chinese class for today. I guess that's it. Maybe I'll meet up with a friend later for dinner. But, oh yeah, the friend from yesterday, by the way, he slept and didn't wake up from his phone ringing, so whatever, we'll do that today, probably. This was the day, the first time I got on the subway all by myself. It took me quite a while to find the entrance, but at some point I just started checking where most people came from, and that's where I went. Like Google Maps, but better, guided detour. I absolutely recommend downloading this app when you are in Shanghai and want to find your way around. Later, my friend picked me up that I actually already planned to go out with, like, yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't remember. Anyways, he slept, so he didn't see my messages, but invited me to go to a really fancy Japanese restaurant to make up for it. If I knew the destination, I probably would have changed my clothes, but rock a girl here, yay! We even had our own separate private room. He really did not try to save money.
Friday arrived, which meant that my really good friend Polly was coming over for the weekend to hang out with me and also go to Disneyland with me. On my way back home, I also picked up a boba, because why not? For dinner, Polly and me went to Ujiaochang. There are a lot of malls and we found a really good restaurant there to have some dim sum. She wanted to introduce me to it because she knew I'm gonna like it. Because it already was dark, we decided to go to Waitan, in English, the Bund. I think everyone knows it or has seen it before. It is the most iconic view you can get in Shanghai. It was the weekend, so of course there were a lot of people also hanging out there taking pictures, but we still managed to take pictures without other people being on the pictures, so that was really nice. I just wish I already had my new phone back then, because the quality is... yeah, I don't know. But the iPhone that I now have was just released. iPhone 15 Pro. Here are the pics that we took together. I really love them. The next day we just slept in, and the first thing that we did when we woke up was go out and have lunch. Beijing hot pot. Beijing huoguo in Chinese. Since I never had Beijing huoguo before, Polly showed me how to mix everything so that it's the perfect dip for the meat. It was so good. Just thinking about it now makes me drool. I wanna eat it now. After we had way too much food, we decided to go on a small walk to a park. All of that was really close to where I lived, so we didn't walk for like 2 hours or something. It maybe was like half an hour. Right by the entrance to the garden, you could see a small map and also an introduction of the park. It was pouring, but there still were some elder people having fun. Seeing something like this in China, and especially in a park, actually is super common. Usually it's elderly people doing that, meeting up, having fun, dancing, but if a younger person wants to join, totally fine with them. I saw this water pit and I just had to jump into it. My feet were soaked, my shoes were soaked, but I had fun. In the evening we went to have a stretching class, and we also wanted to have a pole dance class, but Polly didn't feel so well, so we decided to stop and just go for a little snack. The next day we went to Disneyland Shanghai, but I got an extra vlog on that, so go watch that now. Polly left on Monday morning, then I had Chinese class, and after that my friend picked me up and we went to get some tattoos. I am absolutely in love with this tattoo, and then afterwards we went to get some food again, because why not? We were talking about cars and he knows that my favorite car is a Lamborghini, so he made my dream come true and asked a friend to switch cars for the day so I could drive in a Lamborghini. That was so sweet of him, not gonna lie. On our way home, everyone was staring at the car and little children on their bikes tried to race with us. It was so funny. Just thinking back at it, I just got a laugh. It was cool. The next day after Chinese class, I spontaneously went and met up with Jiangyin again. He just wanted to go shopping a bit and I was bored, so I joined him. We stayed there for super long though. It was like 1 hour from where I lived and like maybe 2 or 3 hours from where he lived. So he paid for a hotel that we could stay in. He even paid for 2 rooms so that I could have my privacy. The next day we just hung out again. We met with a friend of him. We were gaming, we were shopping, and then we also went to have dinner. When we were shopping, he bought me this dress and I forced him to take pictures for me. After that, we decided to go back to the gaming hotel that we went to meet his friend earlier in the day, just to do some gaming again, but at like 12, I went back home because the next day I had classes and also got my lashes done. This day was Zhongqiujie, which is Mid-Autumn Festival in English. I think I didn't really do a lot on that day because a lot of people come to Shanghai to celebrate, so there are way too many people. In the evening, I met up with a girl that I met on Xiaohongshu, and we had a fancy little celebration at Bulgari Hotel. The next day, I went out with the friend that picked me up from the airport and her mom and her aunt. Her mom and aunt really love parks, so we went to 2 parks, enjoyed our day there, just walked around, had some coffee and then also lunch. In the afternoon, my friend had some important plans, so that's where they went and I went back home. The sound got messed up, but I was complaining that it's raining and that I don't have an umbrella and was just saying meh the whole freaking time. The next day I was just at home, sleeping in, gaming, watching some Chinese shows. So today I'm gonna meet a friend and we're gonna take some pics around the Bund. Because I need pictures. I love pictures. This is my outfit. And yesterday I didn't do anything, so nothing nice to tell. Because of the Mid-Autumn Festival, there were so many people and some areas were blocked off, so we couldn't really take pics. It's like super dark already. I'm alone. But I feel safe. Germany can't relate. One night I forgot to turn off the aircon and got sick. Even though I still felt like, I went to Hangzhou with Changyin because it was the last weekend we were certain that we could go because he obviously was working. I think even before I arrived in China he promised me to go to Hangzhou with me, so he had to. On our ride back home, he realized that I really was feeling bad, so we went and got yet another hot pot. Just a random pic I took on my way back home. This is where I often went to get my breakfast. He did it right on the spot in front of me and it was so good every time. So good. Probably the last time I'm eating this, except if I manage to wake up earlier tomorrow. The card said that I already should have arrived to it a long way before, and here's the entrance. What the fuck? This is not as good as Google, I guess. I was on my way to a mall that was a bit further away because a friend invited me to play real-life RPG. And my friend also had a fox pet, so I was able to meet him. He was super shy, but really sweet. After the real-life RPG, we brought the fox back to my friend's home and then went to have some Korean barbecue. On the 10th of October, I went to Jackson Wang's haunted house to experience that. Sadly, I couldn't get any of the merch though because it was available for purchase starting 3 days later, I think. My last few days in Shanghai. I'm like really sad. Time went by so quickly. And also I feel like I didn't do enough, even though I basically was out every day I could. I was sick last week, so I didn't really go out that week. But besides that, I actually tried my best, but I still feel like I didn't do anything. Yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna meet up with a friend, give him a goodbye thank you gift because He was the one who always took me to places, to get, invited me to nice food and stuff. So, and then we're probably gonna go to the movies, watch a movie, and then we'll see. That's the plan for today evening. And I was at Team Wang Design under the castle, which was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very, very much. But it's sad that you couldn't buy the clothes yet. And they're also just gonna sell them in store, like in that place that I went to. So I can't get it because I'm leaving Shanghai one day before they start selling. Oh, and also I've just been in the most busy subway ever. Like, it's basically like you imagine it. People trying to squeeze in, no space anywhere, but some people actually decided to stay outside and not go in and wait for the next one, because actually there are subways coming like every 2 to 3 minutes, especially at this hour because everyone's going home from work. So yeah, I could have waited, but I didn't want to wait. So I squeezed in, and it was worth it because I also only had like 3 stations to go, so didn't want to waste time. Scooters everywhere. How do you call them? Do you call them scooters? Probably not. Motorbikes, motorcycles, probably that's the correct word. I'm not so sure if I had classes on that day, but I definitely got some skincare treatment, which was so nice. On my last full day, I had my last Chinese class and then went to the LV pop-up store with Poppy. We looked around, took some pictures, and just had a nice last evening. Hello, hello! So my time in China is officially over now. Pretty sad, it went by way too fast, especially since the last days I always had 4 hours Chinese class every day. So I only had the afternoon to actually go out and have fun. But I tried to use it as best as I could. Yeah, everything's packed. Everything's ready. I can leave to the airport and go to Korea. This, by the way, was the room that I've lived in for the month. Here was the controller for the air conditioner. I used it a lot, but also got sick because of that, so There also was a lot of storage room that I didn't use. Here is my bathroom. And then in the room there was a little kitchen area, a couch with a TV, and of course my bed with an amazing view. To comfortably get to the airport, I took a cab. When I arrived at the airport, I didn't take a flight back to Germany, but to Korea to experience that for 1 week. 6 or 7 months ago, I posted that vlog right when I left Korea, so check that out. Thanks for watching and see you again in the next one. Bye bye!